So I forgot to say that it's even soft spoken here, but and I don't know what to say. I checked in this. I got a suggestion about plant poisons and so on, and I've never been really interested, aside from I mean, that's a certain poison when it comes to ayahuasca or peyote or those kinds of things. When it comes to spiritual, what can you say, experiences or revelations, but I don't think you need it. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe some people do. But I believe we have access to that within. That's why we can pass through those barriers and reach it with certain tools, so to speak. But I think you can practice your way there. And that's also safer for your mind overall. But when it comes to this whole mind control and all that, I mean, we live in that, right? And I recall when I was taught to begin with, when it comes to witchcraft and that, and not only then, I constantly do that. I don't know why. Maybe previous life experiences. I never obey. I I mean, it was not like I was fake or lying. I just did it differently, just to sort of prevent measure. I do that online too. I Google all kinds of things that are uninteresting to me, just because even before I heard about algorithm and all that, it's like it's a way of being. I think I am like that because I don't want to be controlled. So I kind of do that. It's just in my system. It's a defense mechanism, I guess, that I have always had and known. You know, it's just without knowing. It's just a feeling that that's a good thing, whatever it is, because I know. No, I don't know, but there will always be things. You know, what can I say? Or it could be though. Things tracking you or trying to control you or like own you, you know. So that have been part of my way of being. I don't know if ever, but I think, yeah, when I was way younger, I think I had those systems in a different way, but then also, yeah, when I was a kid, even the defenses I could find, so to speak. So, but I saw this other thing about tracking humans. I just started checking that. Well, one thing is that, I mean, there are those copycats as well, and and you never know for sure, do you? I mean, I am sure that that it goes on still, those kind of experiments with people, and the governments have all kinds of tricky things going on. As this documentary, I think I sent it to you, but you know, there are actually many proven experiments that have been made, also with spraying poisons and so on. It's not like it's hidden. If so, hidden in plain sight. Let's see who talks to me now. Oh, it's a girl I went to school with when I was younger. We were going to take beach pictures this year. I think we will wait till next. We'll see. Wait. we were going to do some kind of exercise, and so she got wow, she got hit by a car and had problems. Anyway, so yeah, we'll do it next year. Those beach pictures will look same now. None of us have changed much. But anyways, so yeah, yeah, there are those copycats, trying to make you scared, trying to make you afraid of governments as well. The ones who point any kind of finger, mainly you. I don't think this is true all the time, obviously. But I think you should look at those other fingers pointing back at them, though, because it says something. Oftentimes, why do people have a need to do that, to project that onto some specific, onto something specific? I think there could be good reasons to expose things that aren't good, and it could also be other reasons to create fear and to make others very suspicious and paranoid and all kinds of things for whatever reasons, which is very unnecessary. I mean, I don't think fear helps a lot, but I mean, I haven't planned this, so I will just talk around, see where I go. But when I was poisoned, and by the way, I have to say this also, when people target someone, so at times they think that they do they do a good thing because they have probably, sometimes there might be true things as well, but sometimes they have been fed lies also by people for some reason or another, and they believe it, and therefore they feel that that person deserves it somewhat, in one way or another. So that's one cause I think is relevant in my case. Some people have fed others lies and seemed truthful or valid in some way. So that, and there are many things. Also, the fact that I have these gifts that I do, of course, that draw attention. If I would have known beforehand, I guess I would never have been doing this online much. Although I've done it vaguely and little here, though. Still, yeah, people get interested. But then again, I guess after all this time, I think they probably would know by now that I'm not fake in any kind of way. So, and it makes me quite not sad, but there are quite a lot, I guess, online also who just they check you meanwhile you check them, doing some kind of layout, and they have access to all kinds of things, and those pretend psychics controlling things as well. I don't. What can I say? Whatever reasons they have, but I know they are there, so stare down some. So wow, I was quite surprised though to discover that. But anyways, there may be good reasons for that too. So what do I know? But anyways, when I was poisoned, I saw a few things that were interesting. And previously, I never thought about believing in like demons and such. And now I don't either. But for a while, I almost did. Because I could see how people were unconscious and just did what they were fed or programmed to do, and without any conscious choice or even awareness of it themselves, like zombies actually, as if the zombie apocalypse, what is it called, would come later on. It's like here. Anyway, so, and also what these things going on right now, I mean, yeah, I don't even want to address it because then they probably take the audio down. But yeah, to say what? Yeah, so since I saw that so clearly, that people were like just steered by some other force that weren't themselves, like I couldn't get that then, that this is controlled by humans, though. It's not like, and they are conscious beings want to control. Yeah, and then they do, and as it says in these videos about MK Ultra and so on, that I did know nothing about, but how they also can erase the memory of stuff. And I guess those things that are official now or out there that you can find, that's like what they did long ago. What they do now obviously isn't out there. It's hidden. This is just the basic very rough stuff. That's like the beginning of it all, I guess. And that's why it's out there. And what goes on now is way more sophisticated. Of course, it have to be. So, yeah. And it goes on and on and on. But yeah. Anyways, so I realized that recently, actually, because I was like surprised about that. But then again, well, the other things, if I talk about them now, that seems way weirder. So I think I would probably not. But yeah, what I saw was those cloning programs, which also have been done long ago already. So maybe not clones, they maybe just, you know, experimented with twins and such. But obviously they have. I mean, I can't state that for sure, but that's what I've seen in my, not visions, but with my open eyes. How they would like have them put in various places, fed various things, different kinds of things, just to, have the same genes, let's say, exposed to different things, I mean, and see what happens then and so on. But this is, yeah, I guess to anyone, to anyone who knows a lot, that wouldn't be all that surprising. So, yeah. I didn't know, though, when I saw these things. I was super surprised. And not only that, these aliens, whatever that is in dimensions or whatever. Oh, I need to cough. I need to pause for a sec. So, someone called it, did they call it interdimensional beings? I don't know. Cough again. But I saw, I could see like some people, and this was not in my mind. Like, I mean, it was not like thoughts I had, but I could see them, and I could, sorry, I could discern who, I mean, I could see through, if you would call it the veil. I could see some people were just humans, some were mixed up. and some are more like alien types. I call them aliens, although I guess most are aware that it's not like, time and space and all that isn't in a way how well it is. But yeah, anyways, so I could see that also, which was very, very surprising to me at the time. Yeah. There was a lot of other things also. This whole thing that, they can create clouds, right? But anyways, when you see a cloud looking like exactly something they are playing, but I mean, we humans can create clouds. But anyways, and to also protect the atmosphere and so on. But yeah, anyway, so what I was very, very surprised by also then was this. I knew this long ago, in a way, that this whole mirroring effect of the universe, or the law of the universe. But I didn't know that it was so instant. So when I was thinking something, it showed up, and this is like not in my mind. I mean, you can have hallucinations and believe them and whatever, but I could take pictures and show, and others could see what I saw. So, but I realized that the moment I thought something, it showed up, like in the outer sense, and the power that comes with that, Anyways, I also held back. I was kind of afraid at the time to totally pull through this, I guess, illusion veil, because I didn't know what would happen. Sometimes I wonder if I probably should have. But then again, maybe I would have just gone mad. I don't know. I don't think so, though, because I felt at the same time as many things happened that were very different, and I got really sick afterwards. I mean, I thought I would die. I was not only bleeding heavily, but also I was, I was really sick, like as if, if you have been poisoned and you feel like you are just so sick. So I know there was something added that something added that I was like, I guess, experimented on anyway. So what else? Either that or, well, anyway, I won't go into that anyways, but I don't wish it wouldn't have happened, though. I wouldn't want to go through that exact experience again in that situation around those people and so on, but in itself, I wouldn't want to be without it, because, as I wrote also as a response to someone here, oh, maybe I should check that. I have a different page up now. Maybe someone is there. Oh, no, no one is there. I really thought no one was. I have this up now, so you can write if anyone is here. But anyway, so yeah, and it's the same thing when it comes to cards or tarot or whatever. Everything is, I also heard this. I posted it actually about Joseph Campbell and his this whole fool's journey and that. No, not fool's journey. Yeah, you can call it that, but hero's journey, he calls it. How that also goes along with the tarot and the human experiences and so on. So, but that's also, everything is a certain patterns. I mean, we need that and so on, but it also not only is it there as a pattern, would we also feed it or strengthen it, or even imprison ourselves within that kind of matrix. So therefore I like to vary what kind of, even when it comes to that, I'm quite a suspicious person myself. I always kind of do not only the opposite, but because that would be easily tracked, but I do like, various things to not get my mind hacked in any way. But it does, though. I mean, we live in this reality, so yeah. But well, anyways, fear, as I wrote someone here, was gone. I work with anger though, or maybe even darker than that, hate, I guess, at times. And that's a difficult thing to deal with. That's heavy. How to? I mean, luckily I don't have that oftentimes or all the time, but it comes back now and then, and that I'm not sure exactly how to. I mean, that's so thick, and that's not easy to shake off. It runs deep, and yeah, was fed, I guess, early. So yeah, but fear was gone after that experience, and I'm very vigilant. Not very, but I'm a little bit, and careful, because and so some people interpret that as fear, but I don't have any fear. It was like, I described this before. It was like, as if you pull up the volume of fear so high, so you can't like be more scared than that. And that I've been in several occasions, which I now think also actually are connected. I never thought so then, but I realize now it probably is. But someone is here now. Hi, one. Anyway, so yeah, it was like overdone, so it's gone, and it's almost. No, I don't miss it, but I haven't felt it. I don't think ever since. I can feel a little bit, I guess, nervous at times if I do something. I will have a group reading. No, I'm not even nervous. I try try to be, no, but it's almost like when it comes to that emotion, I almost, since I have been before, I can almost like imitate it. It's like I expect myself to become nervous in a situation. Then I go into that kind of mode. It feels normal, but I don't actually feel it. I don't know. Yeah. How can I explain it? But it's very odd, and very, very lovely also to not feel that. It doesn't have much use, and also I'm not as naive as I was. I was very, very, very naive, and I thought so well and so good, and I had to learn that that's not the case. And yeah, and obviously when it comes to hate or those kinds of darker anger feelings, they also comes from that place where you do believe too much and you're so disappointed. And I mean, the moment you shake that off, the moment you realize that, oh, when you stop expecting that, then there is no even reason to feel that. But yeah, I'm not there yet. I still I still get surprised, actually. And I guess I get angry at myself for being that. But yeah. This was very rambly, though. Yeah. I don't know where I wanted to go with this, actually. I have some cards here if someone is interested or want me to. I don't know. I don't have the energy actually to tune in right now, but I could put some cards. You're still focusing on, as it is with the mind itself. It's what you pick up anyways, and what you see in the reality. Or things can be there that you don't see because your mind, your brain is not set that way. So you aren't aware of it because you haven't experienced it. Much of what we see, when it comes to at least science, and that also may be tampered with quite a lot, but much of what we see is just what we expect to see because we are open to that and ready for it. And so, well, anyways, so, but yeah, as I mentioned before, I think a lot of things also is like just as I said, copycats using the same, since it's out there, a lot of information about. I mean, it's not only the government and so on that have used these methods. All kinds of people who want control obviously try to use all those methods themselves also. So who knows? But yeah. Gosh, I should have planned this, right? Well, but it's a good thing. I would never have wanted to be without any of it. I wouldn't want to go through it again, and I wouldn't want anyone to do so. But to me, it was good. It had been good. I am stronger than I ever was before, so and that's good. I couldn't have reached that. I mean, without all that fear, I couldn't have got rid of it. So that's awesome. It was needed. So and maybe I would. No, I don't think I would like to experiment much myself either. But it's tricky. It's tricky business. You should know what to do. And I don't think the intent was to actually make me fearless. I don't think so. I think the intent was to make me insane, die maybe, but at least make me lose my mind. So, and maybe also to see what happens meanwhile, to see what I picked up or so on. Maybe so. Yeah. Yeah. And then I look at this zombie tarot, which is so awesome because that's so much that goes on that is zombified. Yeah. So it's really tricky to know though where people come from, what their actual intents are, and what they truly see. But I wonder about one thing. I mean, you persecution then. You mentioned my Masons and so, and I think that what surprises me, if that's so, since they also, at least some of them, at least some that are, let's say, higher up in the ranks, would I guess claim to have certain extraordinary or extrasensory abilities. and then they would know a lot of things. They would see through a lot of things and know a lot of things. So either they don't, either they don't have that, or or it is not them. That's like it. So, but yeah, we all can be fooled. So, but one thing I've learned also in my life so far is that you always get what is it called now in English? Not resurrection. Yeah, if you're your own, if you are truthful and you're I don't think that always the good one like wins as such. Sometimes that's obviously quite the opposite. But I think if someone pushes you down, you will be raised up. That's also law of the universe, I assume, because at least that have always happened in my life. And I've seen it so many times when it was very unexpected. And still, yeah, I believe so. Those who try to throw shade on your name, or they, whatever. It's the one thing that I have most difficult with is those who believe in lies, and those who have themselves very good aims, but still, I still believe that they should be more aware that people can't just go on or attack people when they don't know what they do. Obviously, that will also cause some, what can you say, payback, but yeah, some karma of sorts. You have to be more aware than that. You can't throw around shit where if it's ever deserved like that, but where it doesn't belong. But people are naive, as was I, and some people just buy things without thinking several steps. So you can't do much about that. It is what it is. So, but those, I guess, are the ones that are most difficult to me to deal with. No, actually not. The ones that though I don't even hate those. I think they are pathetic, honestly. They can do a lot of harm, and they are disturbing at times, but they are still just kids in a way, because they don't see more, they don't understand more. And it's just, what can you do? You have to like ignore them or whatever. But because if they are so undeveloped, so they can't think in several steps and know that they may be triggered to act in a way that would serve someone's interests that may not be true. If they cannot even grasp that concept, then how could you ever? You can't. You it's like a lost cause. They have to be and do what they do or whatever. But those that I have a hardest time with are those who are not even those who are actually mean, let's say, or though with bad intent, and they act in that. I don't even those don't trigger me all that much. If you want to know what triggers me, yeah, what triggers me most are those who are fake kind and aren't, and just yeah, I don't even know how to even deal with that. Meanwhile, being very, very well, manipulative is one word, but also being very what is the word I seek? strategic. Yeah, that's the word I seek. And I see through that so much. And what can you do also with them? You have to just let them be, but it angers me like nothing else. It's difficult to be around those people. Wow. But they think they are very, very smart and invisible, like as if it doesn't show, because many buy it. That's also the case. When people buy that, and see them as in that light. But anyways, never mind. I could go on and on about things that disturb me. Oh, the pet peeves. Is that what it's called? Yeah. But sometimes I do hate those. I do hate those really deeply sometimes. And I guess the trigger is that it's very hard to like expose them or get to them, because others buy into it too much. On the surface, they are the good ones. So, what to do about that? Yeah, that angers me. Yeah, lies. When people tell me sweet little lies. No, don't. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just have to ignore it, be myself, do my thing, and let other people be what they are and whatever. It angers me like crazy, though. Because it's them that can do the most harm, obviously, because yeah, no one checks through their motives or whatever, so they can just go on. Yeah. Well. Where did I get with this? Nowhere. Another message from this girl, beach girl. Beach girls. Let's see what she says now. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just oh, she's such a cutie. This one is so kind. She's such a sweetheart. Yeah. As simple. Some people, that's the thing. Some people are genuinely just super, super kind and not manipulative and whatever. And those who are generally have something to hide. That's why they do what they do. So, but there are obviously sweet people out there, and I wish sometimes that that I knew a world that was like that still. But to me, it's gone. I know there are people still that are super kind, and they live in that. Obviously they know that bad stuff exists and so on, but they have no clue. And you can't even talk about anything. Even milder things than these that I mentioned here, because this sounds nuts to almost anyone, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, what can I say? My world is a different world. Calmer in the sense that I am without fear, though. Maybe I just tuned out. Maybe I dissociated so far, so I just. But I think not. I'm more in the physical now than ever as well. So, but I must have. I don't know if that is possible. Some people who practice this, they may know that. Yeah. if you can get such fear overload so that it is gone. I feel that that is the case with me. I don't see how things, and I really don't want to search for that. But obviously, things can get physically worse than they have been. Not extremely much worse, though, but they can. But when it comes to in other ways, I don't see that happening. Yeah. Well, maybe I should pick a card. You know, when I ramble, that's probably almost always a bad thing. Yeah. Well, but I also think you're born with a certain constitution, or certain, obviously I'm into Ayurveda and all that. And I have a lot of stability in myself. I'm a very, very stable person. Believe it or not, but I am. I have this set point where, and I was very, very, since I was a kid, very solid, and I always have had that. I mean, I believe very strongly in myself, and I feel very stable in myself. And even though whatever goes on around me, I still have that. You know, some people get their confirmation and their stability from outside validation and so on. I never needed that. I'm almost suspicious at it. I just, it's not that I don't appreciate that. I can appreciate that, but I my, let's say, peace or whatever, yeah, my happiness, I have that from within, and that have always been the case. I don't need something else to bring that to me. Although lots of things can also add to that. So, but yeah, and I think that's a good thing. Without that basic constitution, I would have totally lost it. Totally lost it. But yeah, luckily I have that. Not only that, also the guidance from spiritual realms. So without them, I wouldn't have coped otherwise. Otherwise, I mean, there is a dream I have. Well, I expose stuff, but there is a dream I have about. Although I like where I am right now, I would like to, like, have a. If I would have, if I was financially pretty set, had lots of money. Let's see, I will have to become a well-known medium. Then I would like to have this huge, not huge, but quite large house. And there is like a, I don't know why I long for this, but I don't need the house in itself. But anyways, I would like to live there at the bottom floor, and then I want to have other witches I know of. I would like them to own the upper floor. I don't know why I want them there. Certain ones, not like anyone, but yeah, it's like I want to bring them closer, I guess. Yeah. Well, yeah. I should pick a card then. Then I will stop. I have to move stuff here a little bit. Oh, sorry. But what I really wanted to say is that I'm not that foolish. That I think that people can't like hijack certain methods or whatever that others have used. Yeah. I think sometimes, yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't always say what I think, but, you know, maybe I'm not that stupid. Maybe not. Yeah. So let's see now. But that's actually a good thing if people think you are. as well, and I think many people think I am, and that's good for me. So they can keep thinking they are the smartest ones. As long as they do, they will be fooled, though. I guess isn't that like quite clear? Well, anyways, let's see now. Whoa, several cards. Oh wow, this is rough. Let's see what it says. What do we see in this? I have to delete this video, I think it says. This is Ace of Swords. There is a zombie holding it and a human, both holding the, yeah, whatever you hold in. It's like obviously it's sharp on both edges. And it seems like this is also a very interesting card, actually, in this deck, because there are 4 cards, I should say. First that, then the Judgment, then the King of Hazards, and then the Three of Wands. Wow, this is super interesting. Anyways, here, this Ace of Swords I've never seen before, as I recall, since I have lots of decks and I don't ever use them really unless I do videos or something, and I don't do that a lot, obviously. This is it's sharp on both edges, which is then turned towards one is towards the zombie, one is towards the human. But the whole there is a what do you call that? When you throw darts on a whatever, or shoot even like with guns or so, and you have these circles where you can, you know what I mean, where you can hit the center, you know that, and that's like behind. So the way these sharp edges are pointing is like towards each other, and this is very interesting. They are pointed towards each other, but the real target, so to speak, is in a different direction. That's probably the one who causes the conflict itself. That's what, the aim is to have us fall into the trap of us and them, and discuss or confront each other indefinitely with that, not getting anywhere, because it's still the control is somewhere else. And if we turn to that, if we turned our focus onto that, then the control would not continue. So we are easily triggered by news, by whatever, and we are blind. Is what this is, the potential of the one. The one is interesting here as well, because this is not seen yet. This is not manifested, although manifested through us, but we haven't seen it. It's like the source here is hidden. Yeah, but it triggers our actions or our constant battle with actually ourselves, without understanding that it's those we fight with are not our enemies, you know. But as long as we are busy doing that, or also exhaust ourselves doing that, we have no energy or so on, or don't think about looking in another direction. So, and then we have the Judgment. Wow, there's an atom bomb coming down, I guess, or some kind of bomb. What is this more? Yeah, I don't know. Always this is about choices. Yeah. And someone is sitting here at the control room, just, making that choice, I guess. So, and I guess this goes with this first card. Who is really in control? What is controlling, and whom does it control, and in what way, and all that, you know? and it's difficult to see. I mean, because it's huge, it's large, and it's many aspects, but still not very, very difficult, actually. But in a way, scary to get a grasp of that still. But what else is the choice? Whatever. What else can we do? So, yeah. And I guess the awakening, this could be a card of awakening, obviously. And like from the dead, from the zombie state, I think you can take it. And we need to kind of wake up similarly, because that's the only way to kind of counteract it. Otherwise, they would just drop a bomb at those who woke up. If it was just a minor group of people, right? If they aren't spread all over. But I think now with those phones and everything, 5G and all, you can target a specific person like very, very easily. Probably beforehand also with, I don't know, drones or whatever. But yeah, it's difficult. Anyways, then we have King of Hazard, and yeah, he is like um trap, or there are those straps of or bands like where it says caution here around this zombie person. He sits like chained to his chair. I think this is the king of hazards of pentacles. In this case is a very this could be in many ways. This could be a very rich person, like materialistically, but it could also be a very stable and well-rounded person in all kinds of ways. And they warn you for these kinds of people who have that insight, as well as it could be that, as it shows that zombie here, that we are trapped by all the materialistic needs, and also those who have most, or they are as much slaves as anyone, maybe more so. That whole I have a need. No, what does it say? Yeah, anyway, it's difficult to free yourself from that. Yeah, horrible when you think of it. So many things are horrible, and then we have Three of Wands, though, saying what? This is the most happy card here of these four cards. And what does it say? There are three women having a sort of a party hat, singing, playing the piano or whatever, like a birthday party. And then there are three male zombies coming banging on they have this huge bone they pushed through the door. They're on their way into that party, I guess. Yeah. What does this say? I mean, I think this card says that even though we are unconsciously trying to just live on, doing things as if there were no worries, like, yeah, there is no way this message is coming through. This, like, it will bang on the door, it will break the door in. So we won't be able to be unaware very much longer. None of us. So, yeah. I must look at this card for a little bit longer. It's also, without going into the... Oh, here. Hey, good morning from Great Britain, is it? Hi. I'm sorry I didn't see you. I was just into my own What kind of picture is that, though? Yeah, well, anyways, do you want a card, Kyle? Here we have the. I think it also shows that in this situation, I think about without mention certain things, because if I do, then they probably put my audio down. But these humans, maybe those also are that are less influenced by the acts of the zombies, let's call, and but they will, the division is constantly fed, as within the first card here, that you should like fight the other ones, and so yeah. Yeah, what can I say? This sounds weird to say that no one is safe here, but it can't go on. We can't stay blind to it. The message will reach all of us that this is dramatic times. Yeah. However, we pretend not to understand. I wouldn't say that it's like a French Revolution, but yeah, it's almost like, yeah, what can I say? But it have to go far until some people realize it, I guess. But eventually, and not too, I mean, not too soon, not too long, well, not too far away. These people who are totally in the blue will also get the message that, well, anyways, I don't know what more to say about that. Do you want a card, Kyle? Maybe I should pull a card, even if you don't want one. If you're here, then you get a card. I don't know if you're still here. Yeah. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I have a pretty good day, I must say. And you? Well, here are the card for you. 2 cards. Do you want them, though? Let's see. Maybe I could read about the card as well without just. Yes, please. Right. Okay. Here's a nurse. First, there is Knight of Wands, and then there are Queen of Wands. All right. So I would assume this Knight of Wands is like, both of them are like zombie types in this deck. But the Knight of Wands, he's riding a horse. He looks like a cowboy type. What else is there to say about him? On the road there, he holds up someone else's bloody hand. I mean, as if he cut off another one's hand. Never mind. But then again, these 2 cards came up together. The Queen of Wands. So I guess this is the woman that are a little bit older than you. And she, I mean, not a lot, but it's like a woman that are maybe a few years older than you. She's like a nurse here, but then again, she's a zombie as well. She have this white like nurse clothes. But I will read about these cards but I think this is about you and someone. I mean, some relationship, maybe your love or something. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I dropped the whole deck now. Yeah, well, and when I dropped it, it came up like 9 of hazards. What is that? Yeah, well, anyway. Sorry, I have to pick them up. So, 9 of hazards is actually someone who are quite good on their own as well. Let's see. Oh gosh, what am I? I'm sorry, I will read about them now. Too much stuff here on here. So King, no, is this King? No, it's Knight. No, Knight. I'm sorry, I should have done this now. But it's Wands, and that's about fire. These are very active, fiery people. Both of them, both of you. And I would assume if you are then a male, then that is you, the Knight there, right? Let's see what it says here. Bold, impetuous, Adventurer. The Knight of Wands holds nothing back. He is the first one through the fence, bringing back goodie bags for the slow pokes. His brash behavior, what does it say? Brash? I've never. Behavior may get him into trouble, but he is able to charm himself out of most shenanigans, or how you say. He manages to show up at the right place at the right time, so don't hesitate to ask him for a favor if you need a little extra something. Wow. Well, do you have any favors? I could need one extra something. No. Anyway, Queen of Wands is like right on the other side here. So I think this is someone very close to you, this woman. I don't know who she is, but this is you then. The other one, I would assume. And this is the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry that I don't recall maybe who you are, but so I don't assume anything. This could be you then if you were a female, but I don't think. I think you're me. Yeah. Queen of Wands, caring, self-sacrifice, fiery. She's always there to lead. To lend a hand, even if she's not attached to the rest, even if it's not attached to the rest of the arm. The Queen of Wands has your best interests at heart, though she may be difficult to deal with because she often focuses on what does it say? Minute instead of the big picture. Yeah, details, that would be. Learn to work with her temperament, with her temperamental ways instead of butting heads. She's not going to budge. This could be me, though. I don't know. I can recognize myself in that fiery one. But yeah, so is this a girl you have a conflict with, Kyle? Or is it your girl who is like this, if you have one? But these are people, maybe people in your life. This is not events that come up. These are very important individuals in your life. I can post them on my Facebook page, how they look like. But I don't think it matters much. But he's on the road. He is like a cowboy type. Smoking is, I don't know. You have some breath, though. Yes, I'm good, thank you. Even better, you are live. Oh, alive, I thought you said. Good that I'm live. Thank you so much. Well, do you have any other questions? Do you know who these are? Is this you and me? No, we don't maybe know each other. Or you and some girl. They seem quite, she's very much a helper. She very much mean well, and a healer. Obviously, she's a nurse. And he's more like a traveling, rambling man. I mean, someone who seek adventures rather than someone who seek, the whole path behind there is like a dirt road or a road behind this cowboy there on his horse, and it also, I think this man, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it sounds like her. Yeah, that's cool. And they really love each other, I think. But they are very fiery, both of them, both of you. But I think I'm quite stubborn. Yeah. And inventive as well. Intelligent people, these both. But also, I think this guy, if it's you, then he wouldn't give up. I mean, even if he lost an arm or legs or even half his body, I mean, this is a very, 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 both stubborn one, but I think also just adventurous one who wants to experience a lot of things. And then he got some harsh, experiences meanwhile. And maybe I don't know if she tries to tamper that, but I think she also tries to heal you or him. I mean, she's really caring. But then she loses some arm herself now and then. They are quite alike in a way, these two. So that is at the center of your reality, I would assume. Do you have any specific question you want to ask? And also, it says that one can ask you a favor because, and then, do you have any favor to give? I would love it though. Give me that house that I want. No, but I mean, I don't know. It would be awesome. A favor would also always be awesome. I admit I'm stubborn, and my partner is also very stubborn. She drives me up the wall sometimes, but I love her for who she is. Yeah, and she loves you also for who you are. But I think she sometimes, maybe not fear for your life, but since you throw yourself out there so much, she's like, oh, she needs to patch you together, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're a great match. Okay, I will check. I got some messages here. Right. Other ones on another page. But then again, if you want another, because this just shows you, because I guess that's central, but I don't know if there is something else you would want to ask the cards when I'm here. I've been rambling for a long time though. Like an hour. And I didn't got much said. I'm sorry that I click around here. Now let's see. If you don't mind, can you see what is going to happen in the future, if that's possible? Thank you for giving me a reading. Well, it's just a little one though, but and then when it comes to the future, it's really not set, in stone like that. I don't believe so, anyways. So this is what it shows. Just a general pattern. I mean, how it is like right now. But when you have seen this, then it's possible to change, I would assume. All right, I dropped these before, so some of them will be reversed, but I will read them all like upright because these are dramatic as they are. The future. Okay, she came reversed, but it's upright then. Queen of Swords. This is someone who is prepared. This is an even elder one. This is like a grandma type of woman on the picture. Queen of Swords. She's also barren. She have no kids, this one. But she sits there with a machine gun in her hands. In a comfortable chair, like almost like the one I sit in now. I have this well, anyways, never mind. Yeah, almost like in the morning robes and those little things on her feet and that. And she also have beside her, there is like a trap for, you could think of like an animal trap of sorts that would catch their foot, so they would be stuck there. And here stands also a woman's high-heeled foot. There's a high heel. Thank you for, yeah, well, anyway, yeah. So she have gotten some woman's foot there. And sorry, I'm just laughing at that. But she's ready. She's very prepared. She's smiling. She have her like glasses on there, smiling like in a not maybe crazy way. She have also in her window. She have pulled down the blinds, or what it's called, almost fully, but there is a gap. Actually, as I have also. This might be me. No, I'm just kidding. Well, let's see what she says. Queen of Swords, but she is really harsh, this queen, and she is also psychic. All the Queen of Swords might be, maybe. It's like she she stings. What do they say? Floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee, kind of person. She seemed very. When you look at her like this, she seemed pretty, not defenseless, but like as if she can't do any harm. Yeah, harmless is the right word. So let's see. Intelligence, sharp tongue, unscrupulous. If you think you're kicking her out of her double wide, you've got another thing coming. Underneath her hair curls, a terry cloth bathrobe beats the heart of a true fighter. The Queen of Swords represents a woman who may have suffered the loss of a loved one but still carries on. She is a little tougher, a little wiser, and definitely ready for the next wave of terror. So, what is this then? This is another woman. I don't think this is one of the two. I mean, one of you two, you and the girl. So, this is another one. This is an older woman. I don't know. So, what will happen in the future was your question? Wow. I would suggest that you should not think that probably anyone, especially not an older woman, is defenseless. She will be prepared. She have the resources she needs, although seemingly harmless. As well, she's, as I said, this is someone who have information ahead of time because she's psychic. Yeah. I don't know. What could this be? Because this is another person in your life. There is no like events showing in these cards so far. It's you and the girl and then this woman. She seems like almost what is the word? Not anticipating, but in a enthusiastic way, waiting, sort of, with her machine gun there in her lap, kind of holding it, with her nails painted like and everything. She's, I don't know. At least this deck is pretty fun also. But yeah, she stares not to the window. I don't think that's where it is at. She have her. She waits for someone coming. Your mom, all right. Hey there, Miss Whispering Spirit. Hey there, ASMR machine. Oh, machine gun. No, I'm just kidding. But all right, Kyle. Let's see. Your mom. Is she a tough one? Maybe this is just showing that that someone. Yeah, it could be like someone that is really tough and don't break easily. And maybe you also feel when it comes to your mom, I don't know about you, how old or whatever age your mom is, but you don't have to be worried that she won't cope. And if that was something in your mind that you thought about, she's totally prepared and can take care of herself so very well. So I don't know. Maybe you are also a person that are very relationship oriented. That's why she come up. I mean, not only her, but you in relation to others and females mainly. That is very important to you. Yeah. But she's also not fearful at all. She's like laughing or having fun to what's going on, kind of. Maybe that's when I think about the Knight of Wands, also adventurous and so on. You have like the same spirit, so that wouldn't be surprising if it's your mom then, because she also just giggles to this whole adventure of sorts. Yeah, although sitting there in her chair rather than being out riding on a horse on the roads. My mom is the best mom, but she has been through a lot in the past, and I do worry about her. She lives 200 miles away from me, so I don't get to see her a lot due to COVID. But we speak daily. Yeah, you don't have to worry about her then. That's probably the message here, since you asked about the future. Maybe something else. ASMR Machine, do you have any questions here then? We don't want to forget about you. But I have the zombie tarot. If you want me to pick another deck, let me know. And if you, Kyle, want me to ask, I mean, if you want to ask something else, or shall I pick another card for you, so, Kyle? I will do that. Although that was maybe one of your main questions. So, and it also came reversed, but I think it's upright. This is Two of Cups. And I think this shows you and the girl again, because this shows two people. I need to drink water. Oh, it actually shows two plates eating dinner, and one have like veggies and some like normal food on their plate, and the other one sits there having a brain and some kidneys, whatever, like to there. So although you're opposites, it really you work well together. The Two of Cups. So yeah, I think that's really a good match. Let's see. And let's say let me know. I mean, ASMR Machine, if you want some, if you have a question or want some cards or so. But Two of Cups here: harmony, balance, compromise, representing the union of two people. The Two of Cups speaks to a happy balance between two parties who can finally sit down at the dinner table without fighting. I guess there have been some. You're fiery, both of you. Yeah. After all, what's a minor zombie infection among friends? This could be the beginning of a budding romance. So I think you have been apart somehow. I don't know. And now you can, and maybe that's what you wonder how it will go also, aside from your mom and all that. So I'd say probably life difficulties in general. Oh, ASMR Machine. I didn't check who said something. All right. Life difficulties in general. Do you want me to pull a card about that? I will just pick a card, and then you have to interpret it yourself the way you think it. The question is a little bit unclear to me. If it's about how you would deal with them or what kind of difficulties there are, but I will see what I pick up for you. So, what is this then? Nine of Wands and the Moon. So, right, okay, beautiful cards. I really am almost in love with this deck. It's so hilarious and also very clear in ways. I think so, anyways. Let's see now. So the first is Nine of Wands. This is in the image. There is a lot of zombie people, and then there is a couple of humans standing there. But generally, this is a card of someone who have been through a lot of stuff, and then they are very defensive. They have been hurt before, so they and there is a cup trying to bite this. There is a woman in the picture bite her arm like a zombie cup. There is, and lots of other zombies as well. But so I think I'll read about it also. But I think this is very much about defense, about being like a little bit suspicious, and maybe not letting people in too much. Let's see here. Yes, you can do it. To be more specific, I suppose anxiety, worry concerning upcoming life events. All right. I think you should listen to your dreams. I don't know if you have ever done like dream work or so, but because the moon comes up here, the sun is on the picture, first picture there, 9 of Wands. There is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there are 9 zombies here, and the number 9 may have some importance for you as well. But like as if there have been several instances where you have, in some way or another, maybe felt that it wouldn't work out, or that you were disappointed or hurt or so on. But then comes the moon card, which is very super beautiful here. I just have to put that up in my on my this one. I have to put a photograph of. Also, it becomes the full moon now this weekend. Because there is like a blackbird, maybe a raven, flying with the key, crossing the full moon here, and there is someone sleeping in a bed, and underneath it's like a flying bed. Never mind, but underneath there are some, I guess, zombies or ghosts or whatever walking around the tombstones. But that was not like the most important thing. It's more like the enlightenment of the moon here. So I think in your subconscious, I think it have very much to do with your subconscious, that the key is in your dreams very much. That could also indicate your dreams in waking life. I mean, what you dream about, what you want to do. And your worry comes to I mean, have to do with certain events that have happened to you before, mainly, it says. And that's why you are defensive. But maybe there is a reason to be so also, because some people are like zombie like. We will read about what it says in the booklet, and then 9 of Wands. All right, let's see. It says completion of tasks, willpower, persistence. So I guess this is a really good one. It's also when one stands in that defensive position in the traditional tarot, it also shows that you have backup, that if there will be someone harming you, there will be others standing behind you, you know. So, but let's see. You are the gift that keeps on giving, and you don't know when to quit. Your steadfast devotion, let's see. Your steadfast devotion, obsession to completing a task does credit to the zombie mantra brains. Oh, wow. While you may be weary at the end of the day, your satisfaction comes from doing a job well done and sucking the eyeballs off your fingertips. I think this also shows that you, I don't know whatever the upcoming life events are, and maybe you. Let's see. I have to check this again. I mean, if you feel like there is a lot of opposition, like this in this card, there is like 9 zombies in the way there, or if you feel that it could harm you in a way, it can definitely apply here. So you understand, yeah, and then maybe at times, even if, I mean, you must go your way. So as long as you feel satisfied with what you do, but sometimes maybe you should think about yourself also, and you know, don't, yeah, what can I say? Know when it's enough, when you don't need to stretch yourself further and get into, I don't know, difficulties, I would assume. I don't know. But the moon then. Still, I think your subconscious always speak to you. So maybe write about your dreams, the nightly dreams. I know that sounds, if you haven't done that before, haven't been doing dream work, it sounds uninteresting probably, and just whatever. But if you do, you start to unlock your own symbols, and you start to understand the messages that are revealed to you during nighttime as well. And your subconscious always communicate with you, and we pick it up. All sometimes we don't need to interpret it consciously, but we pick it up, just emotions and so on within. But let's see now. The moon, deception, secrets, intuition. The midnight sun erases the doubts and fears that cloud the mind, and allows the subconscious to explore possibilities through dreams. That little bird flying to freedom may hold the key to your problems. Watch for symbols while you sleep. This is the time to trust your instincts and intuition. I guess this also says that you truly know you actually know, and you have a lot of experience as well. And sometimes you may push yourself, even though there may be difficulties, but still you are quite aware. But yeah, it's also always the moon consists of illusions as well, and to be a little bit vigilant like that. So, but I hope this was. It sounds like, to me it sounds pretty vague, but you kind of got it anyways, I guess. Yeah. But it also says that I mean, unless you really want to do something, you don't have to complete something. If you feel like, no, you're done, then you don't have to force yourself in a direction either. So, yeah, but the key is in your subconscious. You have the answers yourself. We all have. So, yeah, that's a cop out. That's an easy thing to say when you read someone, but still, yeah, it's not super easy. But you have enough experience to be able to meet any difficulties really as at the same time. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I hope you got. Oh, I bumped into this. Sorry. I hope no one had, earphones on. What do you say? Headphones. I don't know. Anyways, God, I've been talking too much. I can't even the English language anymore. So, yeah. Someone else have a question. I don't know if there is anyone else here now. Maybe I should just. I will pick a card for myself. Considering this, I will do a group reading. I've tried with those I know of. I mean, closer ones, and that'll work well. But I don't know. We'll see. I will pick a card about that. How it goes. This is stupid because if it's bad, then. But then again, I'm too curious. I will do it. I don't even know who will be there. So it doesn't give me an advice. That's good. How will it go? It's reversed. All right. Oh, I got the almost exact same. But I got the moon too. But I got the 4 of wands. This is someone very greedy. It can't be me because it's for free. But this 4 of wands. No, the 4 of wands, not the greedy one. This is someone at home, rather. This is not pentacles. I will have to read about it. This is someone indulging in, I don't know. But actually, 4 of wands generally in traditional tarot represents a lucky or a happy conclusion of something that you really celebrate that. So I take it as that, because the card itself looks very weird, but it's like party time and people come in with their bones. We will see. There may be spirits just invading the place here. I don't know. But there is the same answer when it comes to the moon, though. And I obviously have to work with that. And it's fun when you do that, or any readings. I can't plan it in advance, because how could I? It's the spirits that decide. 4 of wands, reward, prosperity, celebrations. Awesome. Take a load off, my friend. The 4 of wands gives you permission to attend a celebration with family and friends, or invade a celebration and eat your family and friends. Wow. Right? Hopefully not. The plans you've made are set in motion. This is a time to rest up for challenges ahead. Yeah, that's a good thing. I need to do that now and not sit here all the day. And then we have the moon. I read it just now, but I will read it again for us since we got the same. Well, it was a good thing to pull that then. All right. Well, deception, secrets, intuition. The midnight sun erases the doubts and fear that cloud the mind and allows the subconscious to explore possibilities through dreams. That little bird flying to freedom may hold its key. Hold the key to your problems. Watch for symbols while you sleep. This is the time to trust your instincts and intuition. Yeah, that's the kind of the work you do. You can't not trust it. You will have to and see what happens. But yeah, and I usually am not, as you know, not a very planned person, so it works for me. That's the perfect job. But still, since I don't plan, I don't have control of what will happen. So I'll just have to trust the guides and the spirits that will show up, hopefully, then. It seems good, though. So take care, and well, I will check in again when I'm not like, I feel like spaced out right now, all over the place. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for being here. I have to check your channels, I guess, to kind of know who you are. I know it's more machine. Kyle, I know you too. As I have known you, I think, but I forgot. I don't remember names much. I will check. Well, take care now, and we will talk some other day, I hope. And if you have suggestions on what you want me to do here or talk about and so on, just let me know, and I will try my best. Yeah. Take care now. Bye bye.